Okay, so here we go. All right. Hello. I'm welcoming you to an experience of a grace treatment. We have with us today a wonderful guinea pig who has great experience doing graced. She also works really well with the Hawkins consciousness treatments. So today we're going to show you just a simple way of how this process works. And to do that, the very first step is that we determine a goal statement. So basically how grace works is it helps you to set your GPS coordinates to the future. And by doing that, you create a statement that's in the present tense as though you've experienced that for years and years, and you're almost even bored with it because it's just your way of life. And it's based on a Native American philosophy that you never give voice to anything negative because the voice is a frequency, and that frequency engulfs you, and then you're living with the name of a disease or an emotion or something that has a negative low frequency. So it's a very important part of the culture is to only speak good and wonderful thoughts, and to think of yourself as being always healthy and having what you want. So with that, we've taken that idea and developed it into this software program that's called Graced. And the first step you do is you determine your goal statement. So, Caitlin, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me. Grateful to be here, Diane.
I'm glad you're here too. So, can you give us an idea of your goal statement?
Well, I'm looking to have a more fulfilling relationship with my partner. So something along the lines of maybe me feeling I'm happy and fulfilled in my personal partnership with someone. I'm seeking to have that, yeah, fulfillment with my partner.
Okay, so if we just say, I am happy and fulfilled in my partner in life. So that it puts it in the present tense and it defines how you want to live your life, which is happy and fulfilled. So that's a very simple, easy kind of approach that we can do. And these can be about anything really. It can be about health, abundance, your work life, and as we said, the consciousness chart, which helps you to determine a higher level of consciousness and what's blocking you from achieving that. So it has many, many applications. Sports people use it to obtain their goals of being completely in the zone. Public speakers use it as a way to say, I'm going to present myself with confidence and pride. There's just so many ways you can apply this. So we're just going to show you this way. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is ask that Caitlin just repeat that statement, but close her eyes and actually smile and feel that existence as her state of being in complete authenticity. So,
I am happy and fulfilled in my personal partnership.
okay. So you're feeling of that being your state of being. Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm going to ask how aligned is she with that goal statement? Okay, you're 100%. So there are no blocks. There's nothing keeping you from having that as your state of being. Sometimes this can be less than 100%, and then we'll just stop the progress on grace and just try to find out what those blocks are. But Caitlin is completely 100% open to that. So with that in mind, we're going to go to the chart, and the first step is to have a prayer of connection. And so I'm going to discuss this. Each step I'm going to be using muscle testing, which is this, it's called applied kinesiology. And it will give me either a yes or a no answer. It can be left, right, yes, no, any kind of binary question you can ask using muscle testing. And your fingers will either be very stiff if it's a yes, and if it's a no, it drops down. So I'm going to go through this process of connecting to Caitlin. Do I have permission from the higher self to treat all levels, memories, experiences, and lives? And I'm getting a yes. May I ask the higher self to integrate that goal statement in order to treat what is safe to rebalance, remove, restructure, and clear as much as possible? I get a yes. May we treat the origin of distortions, imbalances, or underlying reasons that are contributing to what is blocking the soul from living in the realm with this goal statement? And that's a yes. May we balance the chakras, the energy systems, the meridians, the organs, and the networks of communication in order that we can treat any events, memories, ancestral impacts, past lives, pathogens, toxins, and any other distortions that are blocking the soul from living in the now with this goal statement. We get a yes. May we integrate this goal statement as balance into each and every system of her body, mind, and spirit. And I get a yes. May we balance this change as a present way of being. Yes. Okay, we just want to express complete gratitude and appreciation for any and all positive changes that are possible by this treatment, and that too is acknowledged. So, in order to create the highest level of this experience, we ask the higher self to choose the frequency or feeling that is most vital for us to unblock, that will allow the flow of this goal statement to be the present state of being. Okay, that's an agreed. Okay, so what is the frequency? Here we go to the chart. All right, is this frequency something in row 1? No. Is it in row 2? Yes. Is it in column 1? No, it's column 2. Okay, it's a question of temperament. So on the temperament page, it's defined as the overall quality of being even-keeled emotionally, while always positive and caring for others. So we can further define that as being cheerful, and I'm getting a no, being hopeful, I'm getting a no, having a positive outlook, I'm getting a yes. Let's just check the others to be sure. Is it a question of being agreeable? No. An issue of kindness? No. Okay, so we want to record this for her notes. So the issue is temperament. Is it going to record? It's not doing it. Oh, there it goes, sorry. And then a positive outlook. So positive outlook is just a further detail of what we need to increase as a frequency. And now we need to find out what is it that's blocking that frequency from being on the level that it needs to be to have that goal statement as her state of being. It doesn't mean she doesn't have it to a certain degree. It just means it needs to be higher than what it presently is. So we're going to go to the block categories. Are these block categories, of them, what is the highest priority? Is it in row 1? No. Is it in row 2? Yes. Is it in column 1? Yes. Okay, so it's something that occurred in this life. So the details say at some point in your life you experienced something that was of such a low frequency, and that frequency took on weight and mass and blocked the flow of light from inside you from being pure and clear. The block can manifest as illness, pain, chronic imbalances, some might even say a disease. These experiences can be a trauma, a looped thought, a negative memory, or a myriad of energy blocks that keep you from being all you can be and keeping the flow of energy from being all-encompassing. So that's the definition, and we're going to add that to our notes. And so we need to ask some questions about this to define it. So if we just ask, was this from one experience that she had? Yes, one experience. Okay, so how old was she when she had this experience? Let's just assume Caitlin is 30. Am I right?
I'm 33.
33, okay. So was this, let's just split her life in half. Let's say, did this occur, this one event that's so important, did this occur before the age of 15? Yes, it was. Was it before the age of 10? Yes, it was. Was it before 5? No. So it's between 5 and 10. So was it 5? No. Was it 6? No. Was it 7? It was age 8. So something happened at age 8 that blocked her development in such a way that it affected her temperament and her ability to have a positive outlook that is on the level that she wants to have this fulfilled relationship. So let's ask some questions about this event. Was this event in relationship to her own perception of herself? No. Was it in relation to her main family structure? Yes, it was. Was it a sibling issue? No. Was it a parental issue? Yes. Was it both parents? No. Was it her mother? No. Was her father? So it was an issue she had with her father at the age of 8. Does anything come to mind for you, Caitlin, at that time?
Yeah, that was probably a year after my parents had gotten a divorce,
Oh, okay.
and my dad and my mom did joint custody, so we'd go over to my dad's every once in a while. But I just remember I always feared going over to his house because he was really angry about the divorce. So,
Oh, so you took it out on the kids, or?
yeah.
Okay. So let's just ask your higher self, is this the energy that's creating this friction, that's keeping her from having this even-keeled emotion? Yeah, absolutely, that's it. So it blocked, that just became a stagnant energy in you, a distortion field, so that anything coming in goes through those filters that have been cemented from the age of 8 about your parents and the energy of fear about your father's anger. So if you think about it, his fluctuating emotions, I mean, on one hand, love that you're there, but on the other hand, your feelings of fear that he had anger. So that affected your ability to have this temperament of even-keeled and caring for others. It then affects your ability to have that goal statement. So let's just ask your higher self, is there anything else we need to know about this block? No, is this block exactly the energy that's keeping her from being on the level she needs? Absolutely. Excuse me. So, all we need to do then is ask that that energy be released, because there's really no reason to keep carrying it. So what we do is we say this prayer that is based on a Native American prayer. So, giving with grace and gratitude, we ask for the removal of this low frequency that's been stored in the body that does not belong. The message has been understood, therefore it no longer serves a purpose. We ask it to be sent to the sun to burn up and shield us in a clear white light of protection. We ask that this impediment be replaced with higher guidance to become the greatest and highest possible version of herself. Okay, has that been received? Yes. Okay, so this is going to allow that new higher frequency to become her state of being. So then we can just ask, are there any more blocks that are keeping her from having the state of temperament that she needs? No. Is there another frequency that is needed in order for her to have this state of being? No. So is that frequency now able to engulf her 100%? There are no more blocks. That's it. And that's basically it. Now, sometimes the issue can be more complex, and there'll be more blocks, and there'll be more frequencies. But for this particular one, Caitlin's on her way. So then we just need to know, how long is this balancing going to take? And it's usually incredibly fast. Let's just see, is it more than 12 hours? No. 11 hours? No. 10 hours? No. 9 hours. So 9 hours Caitlin will be free of this block that she's been carrying around since the age of 8.
Wow. Wonderful.
Okay.
I could feel the shifts taking place.
You can feel that?
Yeah, I feel
Tingles?
like it's a dissolving feeling in my head. So
That's beautiful.
thank you.
Okay. Well, that's really lovely. It's a really simple one, wasn't it? I mean, it didn't take that long, but hopefully that's going to help you to get into alignment with the energy you need to keep this relationship on an even keel.
Beautiful. Yeah, definitely knew when temperament came up. I was like, absolutely.
Oops.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This is just to give people the taste of what can happen, and every treatment's different, and every treatment has its own, revelation. So, yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you,
Thank you so
Caitlin.
much, Diane. Thank you.
Bye bye.